Haglar popping that jab, backing Geraldo up. Domination from Marcos Geraldo. Less than a minute to go, round number 4.
Low blow by Geraldo, and he was won.
Geraldo has had 56 fights. Haglar has had 52. They're veterans each.
Tim, unless Haglar lands a big punch in this fight, he's going to have his hands full right until that final bell. This is going to be a close, tough fight. Has to land the big one. None of those punches landed. And again, he missed.
Coming to the end of round number 4 is Geraldo presenting some great problems for Haglar. Is talking to Marcos Geraldo in the Mexican champion's corner. He looks fresh, he looks confident, and he is making a most difficult fight for number 1 ranked Marvin Haglar. We are approaching the 5th round.
Tim, there's so much involved in a fight like this. Marvin Haglar's been fighting for 10 years to become champion of the world. He had one fight, it was a draw. He thought he was the champion, he didn't win it. Now he's in the next 18 to 20 minutes, his whole life can be changed if he blows a decision now in this fight with Geraldo. I mean, there's an awful lot of drama, an awful lot of tension here.
Very close fight through 4 rounds. Certainly in the eyes of the 3 judges who do the scoring, you could tilt either way, it could be all even. Marcos Geraldo happy to get this opportunity here against the number 1 ranked fighter, and he's putting some pressure on. Haglar covered up well, however.
Haglar is by far the better puncher. Geraldo is a busy fighter, but he's an arm puncher. He slaps.
24 knockouts and 43 victories for Geraldo, but not of the explosive, decisive variety. Now, finally, Haglar landed a punch that straightened up Geraldo and has got him going backwards, but now he plants and flurries back. Right hand landed there in a pretty good sample. He had a pretty good lick at Haglar, but didn't appear to faze him at all.
No, I'm not impressed with Geraldo's punching power at all, Tim. You mentioned he had 24 knockouts, but it's who you knock out that counts.
That's exactly right. We'd like to alert our stations along the line. We'll be going to a station break at the end of this 5th round. Jim Ryan and Gil Clancy live ringside at the Sports Pavilion, Caesars Palace, Las Vegas, Nevada. A key middleweight fight.
Higher.
Nice straight right hand by Geraldo. Made Haglar blink. Well, it's 2 warnings this round for low blows. See if he takes the point away at the end of the round.
Under a minute to go, round 5. Jerry Cooney, Jimmy Young, a week from tomorrow here on the CBS Sports Spectacular. That's him coming heavyweight. Everybody's talking about Jerry Cooney. Jimmy Young, they say, has been training hard and the best shape that he's been in a long time. It's an opportunity to put himself back into the heavyweight limelight. Left hand from Haglar back. Geraldo into the Haglar corner. First infighting flurry, we've seen them stand there toe-to-toe so far in the fight. Haglar able to duck under most of Geraldo's blows. Now he comes up from underneath and landed an uppercut. We'll continue live from Las Vegas after this word from your local station. Way through this scheduled 10-rounder, Marvin Haglar, the number 1 ranked middleweight, number 5 ranked Marcos Geraldo on the right of your screen in white. He is the Mexican champion, and he has been impressive and difficult for the number 1 rated Haglar.
Haglar's just switched around. Now Haglar's fighting orthodox style. he changed. He's no longer a southpaw. We predicted that might happen. It's happened, Tim. Let's see if he's more effective this way.
Gil Clancy with Tim Ryan ringside here at
Now he's back being the southpaw again.
The crowd came alive with that round-ending flurry in round 5.
Tim, Haglar is switching back and forth now. Twice he switched around, left his southpaw stance. That means that he's being troubled by this guy. He's back at southpaw. We should watch this real close to see how many times, or if he does switch around again.
Geraldo has been picking his spots to go forward. He's been basically counter-punching through the first 5 rounds.
It reminds me of like if a dog chases a cat into a corner, all of a sudden the cat has to fight, and he can find out he can fight like heck.
There it is now from Geraldo. He fights in flurries. He did that against Cicero. Last fight we watched him in action.
Haglar was talking to him, said it didn't hurt, but what it does is score points.
Haglar banging to the body.
Tim, before this fight, we mentioned that Lupe Sanchez, who handles Geraldo, also handles Pepino Cuevas, the champion. And I know that he doesn't put a fighter in the ring unless he thinks he has a chance to win. And this kid certainly does have a chance to win today. Now Haglar's back fighting regular style. He's no longer a southpaw. And Geraldo switched for a second. This is a battle. It's really a strategic battle right now. And I think Geraldo is outthinking him, and Haglar, of course, has got the big punch. Now he's clever again.
2 clever, experienced fighters. It's been a chess match thus far. Less than 30 seconds to go, round 6. Must be frustrating for Haglar not to be able to get that vaunted power and put it together on Geraldo. He's found him very difficult to hit. We're in the final seconds of the 6th round. Neither fighter has been in any trouble so far. Open number 7. Gil, how do you see this so far?
Tim, the fight is up for grabs right now. I have it dead even. And, you know, you may get a big difference in the scoring of the officials. Haglar's the aggressor. Geraldo's the tactician. Some judges like guys that walk forward all the time. Other guys like fellas that make clever moves and counterpunch. So you have 2 different styles. Take your pick.
Geraldo's been counterpunching primarily and fighting in flurries. Has he scored enough points to impress the judges? The 10-point must system here in Nevada. 3 judges will do the scoring. The referee is not involved. Big day tomorrow on CBS. The Sports Spectacular at 2 o'clock. Then at 4 o'clock, the Colonial National Invitation Golf Tournament. Bruce Litsky, the current leader.
Haglar has switched around again and got nailed with a counterpunch.
He got nailed with that right hand.
Geraldo's like saying that'll teach you.
Geraldo just showing disdain for the power punching of Haglar. Several times he has stood flat-footed there inviting Haglar to go at him and just waiting to counterpunch.
He's able to maneuver Haglar right now anywhere he wants him, Tim. That's why he's been so effective. Haglar's going to have to either catch him coming in or he's going to have to hit him with that big right hook leaping in, because Geraldo right now is doing a tattoo job on him.
Good round for Marcos Geraldo. Haglar still coming forward, but just unable to get 2 or 3 punches in a row that do any damage.
He's trying everything. He's just switched around again. Looks like a confused fighter, Tim. Geraldo didn't fall for that trap. Haglar went against the ropes as if they, okay, let's fight, let's throw some punches. All Geraldo did was walk away.
Haglar with a couple of consecutive jabs, snapping Geraldo's head back. Less than a minute to go, round 7. Another good jab. But he pays for it. Geraldo counter-punching well again. Right hand once again, and it looked like they bumped heads on that exchange.
No cuts, okay? Watch your head.
Haglar's the guy with the bald head. You know, they can really bust you up with those bald heads, and he's the guy that rubbed his head.
It hurt. Under 30 seconds to go, round 7.
Good combination by Geraldo. Beautiful underneath and over, Tim.
Watching Geraldo, you begin to think if he had power, he'd be awesome.
Right, he's just an arm puncher, Tim, but he's landing.
Final seconds of the 7th round. Marvin Haglar rated number 1, Geraldo number 5, and Haglar finishing strongly. Ending flurries, I think, sometimes tend to influence judges. Haglar finished this last round very well. Here it is again.
Only the last 20 seconds, Tim. For the first 2 minutes, it was all Geraldo. But they do remember those last flurries. So I would have to say that Haglar would get the round on the judges' scorecard.
This is round number 8 coming up. Marcos Geraldo doing a superb job against the number 1 ranked middleweight, Marvin Haglar from Brockton, Massachusetts. Haglar perhaps looking ahead for the second title shot. Got his hands full here today against Geraldo.